Hey there, welcome to Concept Hunter. Today we're going to talk about Symmetry, which is already kind of bumming me out because it seems to have no menu and no level select, and I played quite a lot through it, and now I have to start over if I want to reach there. And I didn't finish the game, and now I'm just screwed, which is just really sad. That little bit of polish, which is just a menu screen with level select, would be excellent, so that I could also know how much there is in this game and also just not lose my progression. Yeah. So what is this game actually about? It's a puzzle platformer, WASD to move. And we have a mouse cursor as well, which we'll get to use in a second. We're going to go to this ending thingy with a minus+ on it. So left click on an object to flip it symmetrically. We can already see that there are two sides to every screen. We have purple and yellow, I guess, and we get to flip it. Now there's also this area in the middle which shows us that you cannot flip if there is something blocking it, which is a nice little thing. They're teaching me kind of two things. Not a positive that you'll learn this here, but you can learn it here, and you know, this is the basic mechanic of the game, which is quite nice. It's nothing that you've never seen before. But what this game really excels on is the level design, and that's really what I want to talk about. So here we're introduced to another thing. We see that there's a staircase, and we kind of just have to flip it. Now note that I clicked a lot of times, so it's not click and hold. It is actually have to click a lot of times. Now I'm pretty sure that click and hold would work pretty well for this game. It's something to test, and I don't really see a reason not to at least test it. But this totally works. I mean, there's no need to have it. It's just a thought to have that, to try it out. Now, you cannot flip blocks into other blocks. This is the only tutorial text that I think is completely unnecessary. So far, you've only told me, you've only shown me text in terms of input, which is things that you kind of have to tell the player, which keys do I use in order to play your game. But understanding the game itself, you've left to the player to just figure out what the hell he needs to do in most cases. In this one, you don't really need to tell me, because I probably know it by now. It's obvious, and also, well, no, that's it. You've told me. I've probably seen it. I will see it here, and it's obvious. It's obvious what's happening because the visual feedback is enough. So I feel like there's just no need. The level is fine, but there's no need to actually show this text at all, I feel. In any case, this is the first level that we could die, where we die and then we just restart at the beginning of the level, which makes perfect sense and is totally fine. So let's move on, and we get to see a new thing here, which is this black thing that clearly I cannot switch and I cannot pass. What I really like about this game, and specifically the level design, is that they don't really, first of all, they don't really tell you things other than what they did in the last level, but also the fact that they're trying to do absolutely everything they can before adding a new tool. The terms of the progression is really great. But they're also giving you something new, and maybe we'll deal with it a little bit later, and then a level that requires you to think a little bit. And it really seems to be like an easy level and a hard level, an easy level and a hard level, something that you really need to think, and something that introduces you to some kind of new mechanic that's interesting. So that was, there's the black things, and here we kind of have to think or figure out something kind of new. And here we kind of have to build a staircase. Actually, build the staircase too much. Kind of screwed myself over. Now I'm fine. All right. And this is really cool. It's a really great methodology, really great way to think about level design, that you use all of the tools that you currently have and do absolutely everything you can with that before adding a new tool, and then seeing what you can think about with that new tool set that you now have by adding one more thing. So here again, this is input, so it's totally fine tutorial text. Press R in order to restart, because now I have this new thing, which is the box. It kind of took me a bit to understand that I could actually flip the box, but it probably shouldn't take most people. I mean, it's fine. You might want to rethink this level, but it's okay, I'd say. And if I just flip it, then it falls down, and then I'm kind of screwed, so I have to restart. It makes sense to tell me this in this specific level. So clearly I have to do that, and then I have the box, and clearly boxes are movable because, you know, puzzle platformer basics, right? And I just want to say one more thing about the box. It's really nice that you have box on it. I really liked it. I mean, it's unnecessary. You could have just not done that and people would probably figure it out. But the fact that you just... I want to make sure they know it's a box, so I just wrote box on the box. Such a simple, elegant solution, isn't it? All right, let's move on and actually go back. We were introduced to something new, the box, but now we're going back to pretty much there's nothing here. But this level teaches us another thing. It teaches us to really look at absolutely everything in the two sides of the screen and take a look at anything that's different in the two sides of the screen. In this case, at the top there's nothing, but this side of the screen is actually, there's nothing there. The border of the screen where it usually was there, but now it isn't. So I can actually just do this so that we could jump over here, and then I could just go ahead and remove all of this because there's only two columns. I'll have to actually jump and click, jump and click, jump and click, jump and click, and I made it. This is a cute little mechanic that is, you know, the basic stuff, but it's something new that we haven't done so far, or a different way to think about our special power of this symmetry. Now, next is a very, very obvious power, or, well, thing, gravity. I have to say that these arrows are very weird. They're really weird. It looks like flapping shirts. I don't know. It's really, really weird, but I understand what they do, so whatever. You knew this mechanic was coming because this is a puzzle platformer, and it's so obvious. It makes so much sense that this is going to be. But it works. It's totally fine. I mean, it's great progression. This is time to introduce something new, and that totally works. I think we're going to stop right about here as I show you the following mechanic where there's a laser, and clearly if I go into the laser, there's a switch which I stand on and then the laser is gone, and if I go into the laser I actually die. Seems to be a bug here. I don't actually respawn. I have to press R in order to respawn. But that's, you know, just a minor bug, and really we could stop here, and I could tell you that the progression is absolutely wonderful. It keeps going, and I really like the fact that there's a difficult level and an easier level, and you introduce things in a really gradual, very good pace. I really enjoyed this game. There were a couple of levels where I actually really had to just think, and I'm really, really sad that there is no level select, because I played through quite a lot after this one, and now I'm after this level, and I'm kind of not gonna do everything all over again now. So just a little bit of polish, please. And yeah, that's it. That's called Symmetry. It's by Ben is Fat Studios, Bananasaurus, and Jay Lorp. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.